Is there a general question in the realm of gynecology or menopause that keeps nagging at you? Well, I'm here to help you with that. This is my new series called Ask Barbie. It's your opportunity to get answers to your most pressing questions. You know, when I was a kid, there were some advice columns in the newspaper, and people would pose questions that were really personal in nature. And then the professional giving the advice would provide answers that were kind of like a therapy session, even though they never met the person posing the question. This series is not like that. Since I really can't give you what you deserve for personal issues, this series is going to be for general issues. Personal matters require tailoring, and that's what I do in consultations. But here in this Ask Barbie series, you can pose general questions for which I will provide answers that make everything crystal clear for you. And today's topic is a question about putting topical vaginal estrogen on your face. So let's get to it. The question for this Ask Barbie event is it safe to put estrogen vaginal cream on my face? This question comes from the fact that I've taught you that estrogen was your fountain of youth, and it prevents aging in all parts of your body. And you've learned that there are estrogen vaginal creams that serve the purpose of preventing aging of your vagina. These vaginal estrogen products are completely safe and risk-free. So, if they can safely prevent aging of your vagina, can they safely prevent aging of your face? Well, here's the answer. There is no question whatsoever that your skin loves estrogen. You have proven this to yourself by the simple fact that you had beautiful skin before you lost your estrogen, and your beautiful skin started aging when you lost your estrogen. But in posing the question, is it safe to put my estrogen vaginal cream on my face, you want proof from research studies that estrogen vaginal cream is as safe for your face as it is for your vagina. And to answer the question adequately, you have to consider two separate issues: the different kinds of estrogens in estrogen vaginal cream products, and the different kinds of skin in your vagina and on your face. So let's address each of these separately. First, we'll discuss the two kinds of estrogen. There are two kinds of estrogens used to make estrogen vaginal cream products. Estradiol, E2, which is the estrogen produced by your ovaries to function as your fountain of youth to prevent aging. And estriol, E3, which is the estrogen produced by a placenta during pregnancy for the benefit of a baby in utero. The only one of the two kinds of estrogen that can possibly prevent aging of your face is estradiol. Estriol never did anything for you. It was never your fountain of youth, and it never had a role in preventing aging anywhere on your body. So it isn't going to prevent aging of your face now. And in addition to the different roles of these two different kinds of estrogen, there's also a difference in their strengths. Estradiol, E2, which is the estrogen for you and your skin, is 100 times stronger than estriol, which is in the estriol for the placenta production for the baby. Now, let's shift to skin itself. You see, you have several different types of skin on your body. Some are thicker than others. Some absorb topical substances. Others do not. Well, the skin inside your vagina is nothing like the skin on your face. The very reason that vaginal estrogen is completely safe for your vagina is because it does not ever leave your vagina. It stays localized to your vagina only rather than traveling to other parts of your body. And it does this because of the skin in your vagina. Your vaginal skin is thick and it's full of folds, making it very wrinkled, and it's non-porous, meaning it does not harbor large pores for absorption of topical substances. The skin of your face is thin, smooth with no folds, and very porous, meaning it does harbor large pores for absorption of topical substances. So now I'll address the differences between the kinds of estrogen and the kinds of skin together. Of the two kinds of estrogen, the only one that can possibly offer any benefit against aging of your face is estradiol. If you apply estriol to the face of a grown female rather than a growing fetus, it will offer no benefit whatsoever. But the estradiol products made for your vagina consist of huge estradiol molecules that are too large to enter your bloodstream. And this is due to the thick, wrinkled, non-porous skin of your vagina. But this is not the same for your face. Your face has pores that are large enough to admit the large estradiol molecules. Applying estradiol cream to the thin, smooth, porous skin of your face could result in absorption of unknown quantities of estradiol into your bloodstream systemically. There are several studies on this. I've read them all. The problem is not a single one of them is valid. In fact, they are all fatally flawed. Some studied men and women. Others studied the effect of vaginal estrogen on your face for only a very short time, like 2 weeks. Others involved application of the estrogen to the face, but they did skin biopsies of the thigh. Others involved studying estriol, E3, rather than estradiol, E2. And all the studies were extremely small, with just very few study subjects. So, even though there are research studies on this, there are none that actually answer your question, is it safe to put estrogen vaginal cream on my face? You see, this makes me mad. As I read through these studies, shaking my head at the idiocy of how they are designed, I kept thinking that it would be so easy to answer this question. However, answering the question requires overcoming fear. The very reason that all these studies are so fatally flawed is because of fear. There is rampant fear over hormone replacement in general, over estrogen in particular, and over long-term risks of using any kind of estrogen. So all the studies try to accommodate this fear by studying men instead of women, limiting the time frame of the study, or using estriol instead of estradiol. And because of these goofy distortions, they have failed to answer the question. It would be very easy to get the answer. It would require studying only women who put estradiol on their face over a long period of time to discover whether or not it prevents aging of the face and causes no long-term adverse effects. But with all the fear of estrogen in general, it's difficult to get a group of women to do that, and it would be considered unethical for researchers to do that. As a result, you're left to your own devices in answering this question. There is no question that putting estradiol on your face will prevent or delay aging of your face. What we don't know is whether or not putting estradiol on your face will have long-term adverse effects. I guess it all boils down to your comfort zone. If you're comfortable using estradiol on your face without knowing how much you're absorbing into your bloodstream, then it's safe to put it on your face. And if you're not comfortable using estradiol on your face without knowing how much you're absorbing into your bloodstream, then it's not safe to put it on your face. Isn't it odd that your goal is to preserve the wrinkles in your vagina and prevent the wrinkles on your face? And the question is whether or not the same estradiol vaginal cream can do both.